lot of games in the last few years, and we knew that coming into it. It was going to be a tough game, and they were as advertised. They were a very good football team, and they made the plays that eventually we want to make. I think a good example of their history is where we want to be at. I mean, 2 years ago they lost this game to Valdosta State, and they were feeling pretty bad about it, but it ultimately has made them better as a program. You see where they're at now, and they're a very dominant football team and had a great day. Positives from it, I thought our kids continued to play, considering we really hadn't been behind at any time throughout the year. So kids continued to play hard, kept their heads up. Can't say enough about the seniors that turned this program around. Not a lot of people realize that Concord in after 2008 season, they were 1-21 the 2 years before that. So for us to take this thing from 6 years ago to be in probably the worst program in Division II to one of the top 4 teams of Division II, it's something we got to be proud of. We'll be back. We'll be back. We're going to keep our heads up high, and we know where we got to be, and we know as a team where we got to get to. Because I think Minnesota State's a good example of a blueprint of where we got to get to, and we're getting there. We're just a couple years behind them program-wise, and hopefully we'll be back.
Thank you. Questions, please.
Coach, a lot of the talk coming in was the size of their offensive line. I think it probably was a factor today. Is that just something hard to replicate in practice?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't get any smaller during the week. So, no, it was, I mean, it was a big factor. And again, program-wise, it shows you where we got to be. We've got to continue to get bigger. And our juniors and seniors now, we couldn't recruit a bigger, good player 4 or 5 years ago. So we're starting to get bigger within our program. I think our offensive line, although it was small compared to Minnesota State's, it held its own today. And I think we're starting to see a trend where we're starting to get bigger. But again, we're a few years away, and we're proud of our accomplishments and where we're at right now. And like I said, we're going to be there. But yeah, they're ahead of us program-wise, and that was a big factor today. We couldn't get any stops. We couldn't get any stops the whole day, and we got one stop. I think 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter when they dropped their 4th down pass. So just couldn't make a stop on them all day long. So hats off to them.
Derek, can you talk about facing that rushing attack today, and what were the challenges that you saw coming at you each play?
They played hard. They played to the whistle, through the whistle. They were fundamental on their blocks. Running back was real patient, tough. No arm tackling would get him down. So yeah, we give him credit's due. Right.
Calvin, a frustrating day for you running the football. You used to have about 7 yards a clip, but unable to do that today. Frustration on your part, or like you accept that?
No frustration. Running back, you got to be patient. I trust in my line. I will never get frustrated with them. Just got to be patient, and I hope that it changes throughout the game and the momentum as well. So, yeah, not much as frustrated, but just more so as in waiting for it to pick up and whatnot.
What did they do defensively that gave problems as far as rushing attacks?
They was fundamentally trained. They did good fundamentally wise, and they carried out their pursuit. They pursued the ball well, and they were just there.
Okay. Can you talk about what you took out of this game that you'll be able to use coming back for next year?
I guess you could say I could use just going against, I guess, a bigger defense as well as that. Other than that, just keep playing hard and through it all, no matter what the scoreboard says.
Question right
Yeah,
here.
Coach, when you look back at some of the tougher moments throughout the season, and then kind of using that, how do you use that as motivation to next season? And obviously, it's a little bit early to maybe talk about that.
Well, I think when you lose the way we lost today, that's plenty of motivation that we're not there yet. And I think the guys see what a national championship caliber team looks like. And I think they understand what it's like to go on a road in a big environment, in a big game. And I don't, those are experiences that you can talk about, you can preach, you can coach up, but you don't know it until you live it. And we've lived those moments now. wish we could have came in and competed better than what we did, but we lived it, we know what the moment's like, and it'll make us better for the future.
What do you think this run meant, you know, to Concord and really, you know, the greater Louisville-Princeton community and then West Virginia as well?
Yeah, I mean, this is the best Concord football team record-wise in school history. I think it's something the schools rallied around the guys. I think, I mean, it's been nothing but positive feedback for the school. You've seen a lot more interest in our team as far as what we're doing. Nothing but positive things. So we're extremely excited, extremely happy to move forward. We're a little hurt today, but we'll get over that. We'll move on, and we'll be better off for it in the long run.
Kelvin, how do you feel about the future of the program?
Feel great. We got great guys coming in. Great freshman, T.J. Smith. He does a great job as a wide receiver. We can only get better from here on out.
Derek, what are the things you're going to remember most about what happened for you guys this season?
I think the team bond and how we worked so hard to get where we're at, you know. We got to push even harder next year.
A couple more questions.
Derek, when you think about, you know, how tight this team is it one of those things where you guys are just able to kind of pick it up and keep moving through spring ball, summer, and are you able to take, you know, some of the pain from today and kind of push it towards, you know, maybe some of those, you know, tougher moments here in the future?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, unless you get beat up, you can't, you know, learn how to react from it, you know. It's one of those things that us as a group, I mean, I'm already thinking about trying to get back to work, and I know you guys in there are too. We feel sorry for not being able to get that win for our seniors because they deserve it, and that's where really we get our motto from, you know, of course the coaching staff. But, you know, we've got to take from it, and starting spring, we're going to come back, guaranteed.
One more?
Calvin, obviously you've had a great year, but you have a nephew that, you know, is battling some health issues. So how much of that season, or how much of this season do you dedicate to him?
All of it, really, because he's a fighter. He has a neuroblastoma, and he's been fighting since, half of last year to this year. Seeing him at the games is great for him to be able to be out there at the games. And it really just motivates me to play harder as well, knowing that he's fighting, I should be able to fight as well.
Okay. Thanks very much. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.